Hope everybody is having a great Sunday night as we prepare to enter the new week. I wanted to get a quick little market preview and just give my take on a few things heading into the new week. So, over the weekend, we saw some more tariff news come out, and it's somewhat affecting the futures tonight, and it's going to affect the open into tomorrow. So, that's going to be something I want to keep an eye on going into this week, certainly keeping in mind that the tariffs are looming. They have been last week. The investors in Wall Street pretty much just shook them aside and didn't let that affect their week. But I have the heat chart up um, on all the sectors, and I just want you guys to get a quick look. This is last week's performance. This is what I've been telling my team and what I've been, sort of expressing I guess on social media and throughout my group chat. So what I wanted to really focus in on is that money has been flowing out of tech. If you look at all the big guys, Amazon and Apple, these are all Nvidia too is a big one as well. These three stocks were all trading near all-time highs and now are looking like they're breaking through support. Those stocks were the ones that were holding up the entire market pretty much for a lot of the time. It's those big tech stocks are carrying and leading the market. If those guys are breaking down or looking to consolidate, where are we going to find new markets? Where's the money going to be flowing into? And that's what you want to do as a swing trader and as an investor. You want to be following the money. You want to be following the bull market. As Jim Cramer says, there is always a bull market. You just got to find it. So with the heat chart up, this is last week's performance. I want to show you guys tech, mostly red. If you look and find the green sectors, this is what I was telling my team. Money's been flowing into financials, industrial goods, and over the healthcare has been very strong as well, and into basic materials. So out of those four, I like the healthcare, financial, and materials the best. And I'll go over that in a few. Um, when you find this and where you find that the money is sort of changing hands and going into different sectors, that's where you want to be finding it first. That's your first step. Once you know where the sectors and where the money is going into, you want to find the strongest setups of the leading stocks within those sectors. So with that being said, you kind of you could search through it on FinViz, the free screener. Um, I won't do that now, but I just want to give you a look. It has, the companies, the biggest ones highlighted as the biggest squares, so you could filter through those as you wish. I was trading Johnson& Johnson, Pfizer, and JP Morgan last week, all because they were the strongest setups. Um, that's something that comes somewhat easy to me. It's easy to look at this and say, wow, there's money flowing into here. Um, with that being said, into this week, what I wanted to look at and show you guys is that a lot of these stocks that I was looking at, like we'll go to JP Morgan, for example, on the daily chart, it looked like it was breaking out of this, sort of descending wedge kind of thing, whatever was going on. Had a very red day on Friday, almost a bearish engulfing candle. You go over to the weekly chart, and it looks like a fake breakout. That candle failed to close above. Fake breakout on the weekly. So that's held up by resistance. You go over to Pfizer, which was another strong stock. We'll go to the daily. Um, Nice uptrend, broke out of resistance here. It was just kind of riding the wave. MACD was continuing. Moving average leading the way. You go over, actually, this is what I was looking at, the 20-year chart. Um, there's some heavy resistance in this area from whenever. When is this? Late 90s, early 2000s. I mean, it is a long time ago, but it is still, you know, chart history. That's always something to look forward to. So that's another one of those leading stocks, leading setups that I was looking at last week as tech was selling off, but the Dow sort of held up well. So these were the kind of stocks that were performing well when tech wasn't. And we'll go over to Johnson Johnson, another setup, another nice one on the daily, but it's coming up to you know resistance in this area too. Again, it's going to be one of those things where we're going to have to wait and see what the market does, how the market reacts to this, and especially how it's going to react to those tariff tariff rumors, news, all that bullshit thrown into one thing. How is that going to affect the market? Where's the money going to be flowing? I have no problem sitting on the sidelines waiting until the money develops. Waiting for consolidation, waiting for new investors to come in, new money. Where's that money going to be flowing? You got to follow the money. And that's what you just got to sit and wait and be patient with. But the sectors to watch for, especially going into next week, materials are great. And, healthcare has been very strong as well. So we're going to have to see what happens with this market now since tech has been selling off. I'm going to show you guys the uh, the Qs. This is the Nasdaq ETF. It's been bouncing off the 50-day moving average last week. A lower high, I guess we could go. We'll see how this reacts. We're gapping down. The Nasdaq's almost down 1% on its futures Sunday night. We'll have to see where the Qs open tomorrow, and if we get another play around the 50-day moving average this week. I think that's going to be very important. If we hold the 50-day, then hey, things are going to be in great shape. We break that, we might see, there's a lot of room to drop down in that 200. So we'll have to see how that plays out. We'll have to see where the money flows. With that being said, I hope everybody has a great week ahead. If there's anything you're specifically looking at, shoot me a text, comment on this YouTube video, wherever you're seeing this video, email, group chat, whatever it is. Let me know. I'd love to collab on that kind of stuff. I love throwing ideas around. It's always, helpful to work as a team. So, yeah, have a great week, everybody.